I'm right with you, Red 3.
When I was a kid obsessed with sci-fi movies. Every evening after homework, I'd sprint to my friend's house, the one with the ancient cassette player and a stack of VHS tapes. The moment those golden letters drifted across the star-black screen of Star Wars, everything went silent. We didn't care whether the effects were real or fake. As long as we heard the whoosh of a lightsaber, our eyes lit up like flashlights. But growing up, I've realized the truth behind those legendary moments wasn't nearly as glamorous as hyperspace streaks. A Luke Skywalker whose face was permanently changed by a serious accident. A Han Solo who nearly broke his back because a spaceship door decided to misbehave. And a young director who practically gambled his life so Star Wars could survive. Mark Hamill's accident happened on an afternoon that should have been completely ordinary. He had just wrapped a long day of shooting and was exhausted. No one knows exactly what happened in those few fateful seconds. Mark himself once said, "I remember a flash of light. Then everything went black." He was thrown against the steering wheel. His face, nose, cheekbones, orbital bones slammed straight into the hard dashboard. X-rays showed a broken nose, shattered cheek, and severe soft tissue damage. Surgeons had to reconstruct his face. For Lucasfilm, this became a secret to bury. Because A New Hope was in its most fragile stage. If word got out, the entire project could collapse instantly. Mark returned with his face still swollen, tissues still healing. The crew adjusted camera angles, softened lighting, avoided close-ups. You remember Leia's first appearance in that pure white dress, right? Elegant, fierce, practically glowing. But Carrie Fisher called it slow, ongoing torture. From the very first costume fitting, Carrie felt something was off. When she asked about comfort, George Lucas said a line she never forgot. "In space, there is no underwear." Lucas insisted Leia had to be scientifically accurate. In other words, Carrie Fisher was not allowed to wear any undergarments under that white dress. Studio lighting made it worse. Under the heat, the dress clung to her like invisible glue. After a few days, red marks appeared along her hips and upper back. She once said, "I could barely breathe in that thing." Remember Han Solo's first stride onto the Millennium Falcon? That confident swagger. Behind the scenes, that same iconic ship nearly crushed Harrison Ford's spine. The crew was filming a simple moment. Ford walks through the hatch, steps inside, and delivers a line. Easy, except the ship's hydraulic door was not stable. Cameras rolled, Ford hit his mark, and then a sharp thud echoed. The Falcon's door dropped like an angry slab of steel, slamming onto Ford's shoulder and sliding down his back. One cast member later said, "We honestly thought his spine snapped." Later, doctors confirmed severe muscle damage. Luckily, no fractures. George Lucas wasn't a calm creator serenely ruling over the galaxy he imagined. He was a man on the brink of collapse. Throughout production, he faced suffocating pressure. The studio constantly pushed deadlines, slashed budgets, and forced him to stretch every dollar. One afternoon in Tunisia, while directing an action scene, Lucas suddenly grabbed his chest. Sharp pain, cold sweat, his face drained of color. The crew's doctor rushed over. "You're entering a pre-stroke state. If you don't rest, you'll collapse right here." But Lucas didn't rest. He couldn't. Not because he was stubborn, but because he knew that if he fell, Star Wars would fall with him. A New Hope wasn't built only from effects, models, and imagination. It was built from sweat, pain, persistence, and moments where one wrong second might have erased the Star Wars galaxy forever. Behind every myth are ordinary people pushing themselves to the limit to make something extraordinary. Subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and hit the bell icon so you never miss another untold story from behind the scenes of your favorite movies.